Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how I flipped this TV stand table. As you see, this is an old, plain, a bold TV table. Doesn't have a character, so I thought let's go ahead and do something about it. First thing I did is I cleaned it very good. This is the table, how it was in my entertainment center. The color I'm using called Bowie from Wise Owl chalk paint. As you see, I'm doing straight long lines and thin coat all over the surface. Wise Owl chalk paint is very creamy. It's easy to apply and the coverage is beautiful. As you see, I'm doing the side also the same way, long lines. Make sure there is no dripping left behind. I'm doing all the sides before I start the front. Everything the same way, long lines, and I want to make sure that I don't leave any brush strokes. And here I started with the front. Remember, when you do flipping, we only do the surface. We're not doing inside the drawers, inside the cabinet, only the surface. The doors you can do outside and inside, but not inside the cabinet. Here I'm protecting the glass with the tape, paint tapes, and remove all the hardware and painting the same way, straight lines and full coverage. And this is my dog checking what I'm doing. This is the first coat. See, the coverage wasn't bad, but for sure I needed a second coat that will give me a full coverage. I did the scuff sanding, like a very light sanding between coats to make sure I have a smooth surface before I apply the second coat. Now I'm doing the second coat the same way. Long lines, make sure there is no dripping, and applying all over the surfaces. All the sides and the front, the doors, the drawers, and that's the final look of the second coat. The coverage was perfect. Still wet a little bit, but it was beautiful. So I don't like a bold, plain design. I always like to have a character. So as you see, I'm using a stencil. This stencil from Redesign with the Prima called Elegant Vine. And I decided to give it like a special look. Here I'm using the stencil, using the tape to hold it in place, and using a very little amount of paint on the brush and tab all over the stencil. As you see, I'm cleaning the stencil so I will not make a mess when I put it in empty space. I want to frame that design, so I use the paint tape to give the look I had in my mind. Actually, the design always come after I start. So once I start something, ideas will come one by one. Here I'm making a frame of the design I'm doing and removing the tape right away after. I'm filling all the space, and you can see what I'm doing here. I started to give it small design for the doors as well. And I use a different kind of stencil. This stencil I have is like a border. They call it border stencil. You use it to give a border for any design you want. As you see, it makes the look and the surface full, and that's what I wanted. I want it to be busy and unique. Working with stencil is very easy. So if you did a mess, it's so easy to fix. All you have to do is to paint over it with the original base color and then go back and do it again. So here I did some mess and I remove it. I painted the original blue color and waited till it's dry. Here I'm doing some touch-ups. If there is any missed point, I'm fill it with this very detailed brush. And here I'm doing some wood filler to the corners that showed after I painted white. So I wanted to fill it and paint over it to have a smooth surface. Here, as you see, I decided to do a door for that opening. So I just got a piece of wood, same size as the opening, and I put the hinges I got from Amazon. And I wanted to do like very thin, easy to open kind of clutch door with the magnet to close and open. I painted the same color in and out and put aside till it's dry. See the stencil I used, the frame is a roll from Redesign with the Prima. You just cut the size you want and it sticks to the surface and it's easy, very easy to do stencil on it. I'm installing the door with a couple of screws and I put the magnet and it's really thin, easy to open, some kind of clutch door. I bought those knobs from Amazon. It has the same color. I love the design. And I did additional stenciling to the door I made to make it more full. For the glass door, I had some a transfer from Dixie Belle and I added to the glass. You just rub it and pull the plastic and it's very beautiful, and it turned to be like it gave the glass a beautiful look. Look how beautiful. I drilled to put the knobs for the door. It's so easy to do. To the other side as well. You can measure, but I just use my vision and I estimate if it's same line or not. And look how it turns to be. It is beautiful. It is unique. It's a DIY. I made it by myself. You will never see it in anybody's house anywhere. It's just unique, made by me. Now it's time for protection and I'm using Anne Sloan clear wax for protection. It's easy to do. You just put on the brush. It's a wax brush and you just rub it. And you buff any excess. So that will give the paint a protection and it gives it like this smooth touch. And look how beautiful. I put it under my window and it looks amazing. I love it so much. I love the color, the design, the vibe, which is exactly what I wanted. How nice can it be? I'm in love with it. I don't think the camera is showing how cute this